a nation of Raiders. It's a nation of Raiders. We a nation of Raiders.
Hello and welcome to this week's installment of InBounds with the Oakland Raiders. I'm Lorelei Suarez, and as we continue our 20-year celebration of being on the air and enjoy our veteran status, we don't forget what it's like to feel like the new kid on the block. So in that spirit, we sit down today with rookie running back DeAndre Washinton. DeAndre, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you're a Texas-born and raised native. Talk to us about what it was like growing up in that state.
Texas has a lot of opportunities. Kind of just, figure out what you like to do, what are you into. And, Texas, much like California, is a big state, so, it has a vast amount of different things that you can kind of dabble into. And so it's definitely a lot of humidity, very, very hot. But, beyond that, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Well, I always like to say that football is a religion in Texas. So how old were you when you got involved in playing the sport?
I probably was about 6 years old. I think it started off in flag football, and then from there kind of just progressed, and now we're here.
Have you always had an active athletic lifestyle?
Yeah, if I wasn't playing football, I was either in track or basketball or baseball. So I always had something to kind of manage my time, and throughout the year.
Well, here on this show, we like to stress the importance of fitness and nutrition for youth. And one thing we appreciate about the NFL is their involvement in Play 360. And I'm not sure if you saw the great picture of you, but you've been recently involved, and there's a great shot of you in the Oakland Tribune. What has that been like for you as a rookie in the NFL to give back to the community?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. Just the experience, because I just remember when I was in their position, and looking up to a lot of the older guys and professional players. So just being able to go out there and interact with the kids, and also just be a part of something special. I can still remember vividly, when I was interacting with professionals at a young age. So hopefully that was a everlasting memory for those guys.
So was it always your goal growing up to eventually end up in the NFL?
Yes, it was definitely a goal of mine. With a lot of hard work, perseverance, and a lot of things that I had to overcome, but it was definitely always a goal of mine.
So knowing that, during your years in high school and in college as a student athlete, how did you balance the demands of being a student with the demands of being an elite athlete?
You kind of just got to find your balance. Find time to do a little bit of both, and and just kind of got to have a tunnel vision of what you really want to do with it. So, without academics, there's no football, especially in high school. If you don't pass, you don't play. So you kind of got to have that balance and just figure out, first things first, take care of your studies, and then you do your thing on the field.
So this year's training camp up at Napa was your first training camp in the NFL. What were some of the things that you experienced that surprised you? What were some of the things that you really appreciated coming out of that camp?
Just interacting with the fans. Every practice, fans came out in full effect. It was always an exciting environment. They kept it exciting. So I think that was the biggest deal, just having the fans at each and every practice, getting a chance to kind of meet some of those guys. And, and it's a lot of those guys had some interesting stories. So just interacting with those guys was a pretty good deal.
How's it feel to be part of the Raider Nation?
It's big. I think, you think Raider Nation, you think, biggest fan base, throughout the, any professional league. So it's definitely big. I kind of experienced that last week in New Orleans, and the Raider Nation kind of, they took over the city, so that was a big deal.
They always show up for that game, and great win. So back to fitness, especially at your position as a running back, tends to be the shortest career span and a really tough on the body. What are some of the habits that you have that keep you healthy, keep you fit, and keep you free from injury?
Just take care of your body when you're not when you're away from the game, whether that be eating good, getting massages, getting extra sleep, just doing little things like that to kind of just help you, keep going throughout a long NFL season.
Now, for our young student athletes who are watching you and aspiring to be you, what is some advice that you'd give them about what they're doing now to help them get to where they want to be in the future?
Just stay active. Stay active. Most importantly, you can't eat McDonald's every day. Put the McDonald's down. I know that was a problem I had when I was younger. It's good, but in the long run, it'll work out better for you. And get some rest when you can. I know, being young, you kind of want to stay up all night and play video games, whatever you want to do, but get some rest and, you know, like I said, take care of your studies.
And I always like to ask this question because obviously as a professional athlete, you have access to the trainers and technology that high school and college athletes don't necessarily have. So what's one thing you've learned at this level that you think you could pass down to our viewers that might be helpful for them to weave into their routine?
Like I said, just you know, watching what you eat. Eat good, try to eat as healthy as possible, and just, you know, surround yourself with positive people. You know, surround yourself with people that's doing, you know, some of the same things you're doing, and just kind of try to keep a positive circle around you.
I think that's a great piece of advice, and I know you've got a lot of to prepare for the upcoming game, so thank you so much for taking time to sit down with us today.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
With that, this has been Lorelei Suarez with InBounds with the Oakland Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week.